Hey everyone, a friend of mine gave me this piece of, what is it? Oh, mahogany obsidian. He gave me this piece of mahogany obsidian, and we're going to cut this thing because it's going to be beautiful. Okay?
I find a stone and take it home and polish it and hope it shines, and also there's a chicken.
Hey everybody, this is Clayton. And like I said, I've got this here piece of mahogany obsidian. And a friend of mine who is a flint napper was messing with this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you have any spare pieces of that I could like steal? And he gave me a couple small pieces and some other stuff. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to cut me a cab out of this. This stuff is gorgeous. So, like I said, this is mahogany obsidian, and he made some really nice arrowheads, but also, well, it's cuttable. And you can see it's sort of a conchoidal fractured piece, but I believe it's thick enough that I can get, this side here, at least one piece out of. One decent looking piece. And even if it's a small cab, yeah, we can get some stuff out of here. So I'm thinking I might just take this on the saw and cut this into 3 pieces. I mean, I'm not going to... Where's my... Well, before I go to there, let's just take a look at this. We've got the black and the mahogany color. And not too much else to say about it. We got that black and mahogany color, and it's just gorgeous stuff. So let's get the Sharpie of Destiny out. And definitely for sure, this thicker area here, I'm going to be able to get a cab out of that. And most likely this area and this area. So I'm thinking if I just take and, thinking maybe cut like this, I will be able to get 3 pieces out of there. I'm not sure about this piece now that I see that this has a big flake there. This is fairly good. So anyway, I'm going to take this to the noisy saw of horribleness and cut that right along those lines. And then I'll be back and we're going to cab some of these up. All right, so don't go away. Got to go to the noisy saw of miserableness. Be right back. Alrighty, I am back, and if anybody's curious, the noisy saw of miserableness is still noisy and miserable, and it saws, so it's being pretty consistent. Okay, like I said, here we go. I think this will, that stuff's sharp. Okay, I believe I'll be able to cut a decent cab out of this one, and probably halfway decent cab out of this one. As you can see, it's not extremely thick, but I should be able to do some still yet. This one, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe one out of this side right here, but I'll know better when I get it onto the wheel. So I think I'm just going to work on this big one today, and I'll take it over, start whacking on it, and see what the stone wants it to be. So meet me over there at the wheel. Alrighty, let's see if we can get some water going. Ooh, water's starting right up. Oh, that's a good sign. And, ooh, yeah. As you see, no, I have not got the brush hooked up here yet. Come on, get the gunk. Must be some gunk in there. There we go. Yeah, I've not got the gunk cleaned out yet. Let me see how this... Whew. Wow, that seems awfully soft. I'm going to work down an edge here, and even if it's a little hollow underneath, maybe? I don't know. I'm just blabbing now. Got to see what we got. Wow, that seems awfully soft. Awfully soft for obsidian, but well, maybe it's not. Maybe the glass isn't volcanic. I've never cut volcanic glass. I've never cut obsidian, so I don't even know what to expect. But I did not expect something quite that soft. Let me see if I can flatten his bottom out some. You gotta flatten your bottom. Yeah, that sounded really good. Of course, this is going to be the top, I believe. Oh, sheesh. Whatever we get going, it's gonna probably be a low dome. Whoa, why is that black? Alright, why am I not getting any water here? I'm getting water, but not where I need it. Once again, I'm gonna have to go in there and see why that is not putting the spritzy stuff on the one side of that wheel like it's supposed to. And see how this stuff cuts, and then maybe I'll get some more of it. So far, it just seems softer than I expected obsidian to be. I mean, I do make arrowheads. I mean, I do flint knapping. Like going to knap-ins, and I actually do flint knapping and make atlatls, and I go pretty primitive with the atlatls, though. Most of my atlatls have bone tips on them. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let me work down see if I can get this to a thicker edge. This edge here seems really, really thin. What was I saying? Oh, atlatls, yeah. Yeah, I started working with atlatls probably close to 20 years ago. Yeah, that's an interesting hobby to get into. A lot of nice people in the atlatl world if you ever get a chance to find any atlatl throws to go to. Okay, this is starting to shape up to a decent, take a look here, fairly uniform edge, although it's not exactly flat on the bottom. And this is awfully soft. Woo! Awfully, awfully soft. Alright, let me see. Shape's pretty decent. Alright, let me start working a dome down on this. Might be big enough I won't have to go for a dop stick, but I'm thinking, yeah, probably gonna have to do a dop stick. We'll find out here in a minute. Let's see, that's looking pretty nice. See if I can work this down to a more uniform dome looking thing. Got a big divot there of the gnarly variety. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to get this on a dop stick. I'm thinking that I'm pretty much where I need to be for the next wheel. That's soft enough. I think it'll do well for the next wheel. So, tell you what, let's kill the water and move this here over to here. And adjust this here. No, it's not adjusting properly. I think that'll work. That's a little bit straighter. Straighter-er. Okay, let's get some water going. Aha, there's the water. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, there, get the water. Let me work this edge a little bit. Oh, I love the sound of that. It's not nasty. Oh, that feels nice and smooth. And if you have trouble with sound, yeah, it's that time again. If you are bothered by nasty sounds, then you call Mrs. Cluck's Chicken Ducks. Yes, Mrs. Cluck. Mrs. Cluck has been making sound tampering devices since 1974. Is your spouse too loud? They've got a muzzle thingy for it. Is your car too loud? They got mufflers. Is everything too loud? They've got sound dampening earmuffs. Are your chickens too loud? Well, they didn't have anything for that, but somehow I had to mention it because of, I don't know, some issue with the lawyers. But anyway, if you had problems with sound, you know, call Mrs. Cluck. Not only do they have sound dampening stuff, but they have sound amplifying things. So if your chickens aren't loud enough, they have chicken amplifiers. If your car isn't loud enough, they have car amplifiers. But basically that's just for the stereos inside. So for all your sound dampening and increasing needs, call Mrs. Cluck. Sort of glad that's out of the way. Yeah, this seems to be working pretty well on this. Maybe I gotta adjust this in a little closer. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah, I do feel I'm gonna have to put this on a dop stick to get the best available. Yeah, I do feel I'm gonna have to put this on a dop stick to get the most out of it. Let's just take a quick look here. That's looking pretty nice. I don't think I can do too much more without putting it on a dop stick. So let me shut all this off. And I'll tell you what, I will be back when I put this on a stick. All right, so don't go away. Okay, dun da da da. We are dopped. We are on the stick. So let's take a look at this since it's dry. Here's what we got so far. I think this stuff's really awesome looking. I mean, I'd honestly had not heard about mahogany obsidian till recently. Oh boy, it would help if I turned the power on. Ah, and now we got water. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I had not heard about mahogany obsidian until somewhat recently, and then my friend had that sitting there napping the stuff. I'm like, whoa, dude, hey, can I get a little bit of that? And he's like, sure. So, dude, thank you so much. Get this edge here better. Alrighty, let's see how bad this job I did was so far. You see that there's definitely a little bit higher on this side. I don't think that'll be hard to Come on, where's the water? There it is. Seems like it's either too much or too little. Oh, how horrible life is. Yeah, if it's a little bit off, I'm not gonna freak about it. What I don't want is some freaking big old gnarly divot in there. What the? Oh, neighbor must have a snowblower out. In case you're wondering, we got snow today. Last night. Okay, let me see. Let's see what we got so far. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. This stuff's really pretty. I mean, it's not like super colorful, but it's pretty. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like super colorful, sparkly, marvelous, wondertainment stuff to be pretty. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the swirly thing now to try and get somewhat evened up. Might have been better whacking this over the rough wheel for a little bit. Okay, let's see what we got there so far. That's not too bad for being even. It's a little bit low on this side. I'll take a little off of that edge. Even this up a little bit. A little bit more there, and I think we'll be good. I'll try and even this out a little bit more. I'll take off any rough edge around the edge. To be the setting edge. If this was for a customer, I would go back and do a lot more to this, but this is my own stone, and it's the first of this I've ever cut. So I'm not going to be super crazy anal about it. Not that I take shortcuts on my stones. Because I like to do my stones right. Okay, I think, let me clean this off just a hair. Ooh, that dries off nice. Okay, we got anything funky looking in there? No, actually, I think that's pretty darn good. I don't see no funky monkey. Whoop, get over here. Funky monkey doodaws going on. Funky monkey doodaws. That was the sister band to Gnarly Divot. So let's head over to this one. Sister band to Gnarly Divot. You know, sometimes I gotta sort of laugh at my own jokes because no one else does. Okay, let's get some water going. Is the water going? Yes, it's dribbling right out of there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh yeah. What in the, oh, I'm like, what in the world is? Where's this rock? Right here on the screen is a spot of dirt. Like junk off of here, and it looked like a rock laying right here. So I'm looking down at this, I'm like, where's that rock at? And I look up on the screen, and it's like, well, what's laying right there? And I look down, like, oh, man, maybe I need some coffee. Maybe I need to stop drinking that definitely not guava flavored vodka. And that's probably what the problem is. Or maybe I haven't drank enough of it. Man, right there, that dirt spot looks so much like a rock laying right there. Oh, little things that make life interesting. Turn that water down just a hair. That's better. Holy mother! Alrighty, I am back and redopped. And let me show you what happened here. Okay, take a look at this dop stick. You see this wax? You see this spot right here? Well, that part of the dop stick, that's the wooden dop stick showing. That part was up against the stone. If the stick is up against the stone, it will break off. Don't know why, it just happens. So you need to get enough wax that the stick is not touching the stone, or it'll come off. Took me a while to find that out, even though I was directly told that watching Justin from Black Opal Direct saying that, you know, don't get the stick touching the stone or it'll come off. Hey, never said I was a genie or a genius. Now let's get this all going again. Okay, there we go. Yep, everything seems to be going. Now let's see if this will drive me bonkers again. Got some wax on the stone. Get that all off. Okay, so this should be a lot better. I got a thicker hunk of wax on there. Something to make life interesting. Life needs to be interesting. That's why God allows us to do stupid stuff. Ouch. Stupid stuff like whacking my thumb into that. I think I was pretty well done with this before we ran out of dop stick. Okay, let's see. Is there any scratches that I can see in there? No, no, actually. That looks pretty darn good. So we'll just give her one little go over a second time. Kill the water, and then we'll take this beautiful piece of mahogany obsidian over to this wheel. Okie dokie. Let's get some water going on this one. Don't take long for the water on this one to come out. I don't know why that is. Whatever it is, I'm happy about it. I'd like to thank everyone who, subscribes and watches the channel, or subscribes to and watches the channel. We've got subscribers that their subscriber count is slowly creeping up, and I think I got the live stream all the issues in there figured out. I intend to do more live streaming. I'm going to try to do one a week at least. And I have a lot of stones that I cut, and I'd like to show you as I cut them. I mean, even if it takes an hour or so, hey, it gives me someone to talk to, and I really do appreciate that, to be honest. I'm not a total recluse, but I ain't got a lot of people to talk to. Wow, that's coming along pretty nice. Being somewhat softer than I figured it would be. Sort of leads to a easier polish. Let me get this one more time through and give that a little look at, and then I'll just sneak on over to the cerium oxide. Okay, let's take a look at that. Dry that off. Whew. Okay, let's see how close we can get. It looks pretty nice. I'm starting to wonder if we're going to get a super duper polish on it. A little bit on that edge there I want to take care of. Doesn't seem to have much undercutting, but still has sort of a satiny finish. Okay, that should do it. Alrighty, so let me kill the water, kill the power, and I'm just going to head straight over to the cerium oxide, and then we'll see what we got from there. So I'll meet you over at the desk, alright? Be there in a minute. Okay, I am back from the cerium oxide wheel, and I get one of these unwipey wags of perpetual wetness here, although they do shine up stuff pretty nice. Okay, and here is what we have. That is pretty flippin' awesome, shiny stuff. I mean, look, I can see my lights up here. Okay, I'm going to try to see, just sort of curious, what light is this? Well, that's not the light from the camera. Which light is it? It must be the... I don't know what light that is. What light's that reflecting in the middle? It must be up here somewhere. I don't even know what light that is. Oh my god, I'm scared now. But let's get this off the dop stick. Hey, I've actually figured out how to get these off the dop stick with this compressed air stuff. Okay, so you spray it on there like you're not supposed to do, and then you sit and think about what you have done, you know, which is terrible. You have gone completely against the directions, and after you've thought about it for a little bit, you take the knife and you go like this, and it doesn't work. Probably because there's so much darn wax on there. You know, of course it wants to lie to me. Just put a little bit more of that on there. But you give it a couple seconds. And maybe a couple more seconds than seconds. And then you come around and you try to take it off and you make a fool out of yourself. There. No, and it still didn't come off the whole way. Holy mother of... If it was a smaller stone, I swear it would have come right off of there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see how it just basically shoofed right off of there? Oh. Just something to aggravate me. And I love aggravation. I think that's why I cut stones now. Just for the sake of aggravation. Alrighty. Oh, that's cold. Good Lord. Okay, let me get that. So, here's what we got. That mahogany obsidian. There's a slight bit of undercutting in there. There's a little bit of... You can see there's just like a tiny bit of a satiny finish, but whew! That is still some pretty nice stuff. I tell you what, I'm going to run this over real quick and I'm going to finish the back off. And get these edges, and I'll be right back. So don't run off. Hey, looky, there's a spider. Come on, little spider, get over here. Okay. Okay, I'm back, and I finished the back of that off. As you can see, it's not perfect. The back isn't perfect. There's some divots in there, but it still let me get a nice stone. And here is what we got with it all finished up pretty. And I think this is pretty darn awesome. And even if we have to get some gnarlies around the edge, that's quite fine with me. I mean, I am tickled to death with that stone, even with the fingerprints on it, which I want to get off. Okay, let's see if we can see this without the fingerprints. Yeah, that's better without fingerprints. That is some pretty nice stuff. I absolutely say that's some pretty nice stuff. Ooh, let's see how look at that color change whenever the pan's not bleaching it out. That gives you a better idea of the color. Maybe. Yeah! Oh! Yeah, I like the color better down here. Maybe I'll stop getting so close. Oh yeah, that's nicer. But regardless of everything, this here stone is a win. So if you like the video, hit that button down there, subscribe, like it, and ring the bell. I never realized how important that was. If you want to see whenever I put something up, ring the bell and it'll let you know, which is pretty darn cool. So thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.